are below the candles. Right there, and that's about it. You know, if this candle breaks the low of the previous candle, then, you know, this trade is no longer valid. So just basing it off of that. Ooh, looks like it's coming down hard. It's coming down. And it's about to close. 30-minute candle is about to close in 3, 2, 1. 30-minute candle closed. Let's take a look at the 15-minute candle. 15-minute candle tried to come down, but it left a rejection. 1-hour candle. Now, if you look on the 1-hour candle, the 1-hour candle, it hasn't broken the low of the previous 1-hour candle, right? So based on the higher time frame, which is the 1 hour, it hasn't broken the low of the previous one for the first half hour, so it just makes sense for the next half hour, the 1 hour candle should continue moving bullish. So that's the idea here in the trade. So we're going to wait for the 1 hour candle to close, and if it moves bullish, perfect. If it doesn't, then we're going to get stopped out. Oh, position got stopped out. So that was uncalled for, actually. I mean, you know, it shouldn't have stopped us out. But if it starts to go bullish, we could see continuation here. Oh, I think that stop was way too low. That stop was way too tight. Now we look on the 1 hour. The 1 hour has essentially closed bullish now. Now it's on its way. If it's on its way, it's going to close bullish. The next 1 hour candle should fill this wick up over here. It's moving. We're up 20 pips. We're up 20 pips, and this one should continue up and fill this wick at 145.300. If you look on the 30-minute candle, 30-minute candles are good to go. Yeah, so you know that was a trade. Here you mainly like, you know, take profits or do whatever you got to do, but you know, most important thing is you have to put stops at break even. When stops are at break even, you're closing half the positions. Let's say 0.30 is what you secure. Close. And you let the rest run. And that was your trade. That was your trade. That was your trade for the day. Yeah, that was the trade of the day. Perfect. So now we're going to go to our next session. Right? So this is stops are at break even. Now since it's breaking up this area, you start to look left. You see, okay, then maybe this is the next area right here where price might head off to. You know, and after this, price might head off to your next area, which should be up over here around 145, you know, 145.850. Okay, perfect. So let's go to, oh wow, it's just kept moving and moving. Perfect. So we're going to close this right over here, and we're going to go to the next New York session. Okay, so now this is another opportunity where price is going to continue moving up. You see how price broke out of this resistance? It made a high, came down, created like this candle closed bullish. It created a support. So if a stop is below the previous candle, this should continue up, fill this wick, and probably continue up further. But we're going to go to the next session here and see what happens. Oh, it didn't. But we look at the time here. This is low volume. Okay. Oh, wow. What's going on here with GJ? All right. Let's go to the next session here. So this is London Open, 10 a.m. London Open, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 a.m. Eastern once again. We are at 6 a.m. Eastern. That's the time I trade every day. So when you do simulation, it's very important that you only do simulations when it's time for you to trade. That is very, very important. So now we're going to start with the daily. When we look at the daily candles are, it seems like they're creating some sort of a resistance here for a continued move down. So if they were continuing to move down, it should come down to, you know, 144.676, but we're not sure. We have to look at it in more detail on the 4-hour time frame. So when we go to the 4-hour time frame, now we have some more information on the 4-hour time frame, right? On the